I made a browser extension for people with tinnitus. It's supposed to help give you relief from, the ringing in your ears, and it does that by removing your specific frequency that you hear from all audio and video. But as you saw from the title, it failed. It didn't work out. I want to talk about that, and I also want to talk about what I learned and give you some actionable insights that you can take away from this so that you can learn from my mistakes. There are three main reasons why this first product failed, and the biggest and most crucial one is unfortunately out of my control. I just lost confidence in the product and the solution behind the software. Basically, I was doing some marketing research after I'd already built the initial extension, and I found that the research and the results in the clinical trials weren't as conclusive as I initially thought they were. And the second thing, there were too many hoops to jump through for my ideal customer to actually get value from this extension. The basics of the research and therapy that I was implementing in software said that you need to listen to a certain type of music for hours at a day, for days at a time, for months at a time, just to maybe get relief from your tinnitus. It wasn't guaranteed. And then lastly, the healthcare and tinnitus market in general is just, I think it's a hard market. There's very few clinically proven solutions, especially ones that can be implemented in software. If you're curious, I do already have a great remote job doing UI UX design, but the value that I'm adding to the company, it's not value that I own. My dream is to create digital products that provide a value that I own that can accrue in value over time. That's why I'm pursuing entrepreneurship. I've learned so many things from this first entrepreneurial venture, but I whittled it down to 5. The 5 biggest things that I learned from this. The first one is that I will never write a single line of code again until I have gotten my idea out there and validated or invalidated it. I need to get real feedback and face the truth and not be scared to hear the truth. And the second thing, I lost confidence in the product. And so what I've learned is that I have to have full confidence in the problem, that it's real, that it's worth solving, and that I can provide a real solution that people will get real value from. And number 3, this is a tough one. I felt my self-worth as a person tied up with the success or failure of the product. I really need to break that connection because it was clouding my judgment. I need to be unbiased when I'm validating or invalidating my future ideas. And number 4, this is interesting. I'm scared of competition. I think it comes from a lack of self-confidence, thinking that I can't compete with established incumbents, already existing in a problem space, solving the problem for customers. And then finally, the 5th thing that I learned, this is something about marketing. A friend of mine, Liam, he told me about the different types of customers that you can appeal to with different types of marketing messaging. There are people that are problem aware, people that are aware they have tinnitus, that's pretty obvious. People that are solution aware, that's a lot rarer. People that know and aware of, in this case, notch therapy, that was almost no one. And then lastly, product aware. So people that were already aware of maybe existing competitors or my product, ideally, that'd be awesome. Okay, and lastly, for the 4 actual insights that you can take from this video and apply based on what I've learned. Number 1, the most important thing I learned, the most important thing I hope you take away from this video, I've already mentioned it. Get out there and talk to people. Just get in front of real people and talk about your product. You don't need to build anything. And number 2, confidence is the backbone of your product. If you don't have confidence, you're not going to go anywhere and you're going to scrap it just like I did. So please do your research to make sure that you are confident. Oh, my hair's crazy. To make sure you're confident in the solution and how well it actually works, and if it actually works all the time, or if it's just, a maybe. And number 3, as best you can, disconnect your self-worth from the performance of your product. Disconnect your self-worth from the failure, the success, anything. You intrinsically have value. It's really powerful once you can break this connection, because then you can remove all emotional bias when validating your idea. And then lastly, know your users. I know this has already been said a lot before, but it really is true though. Know your users, empathize with them, deeply understand their problems and where they're coming from, because that'll help inform the direction of your product and the decisions you make, as well as your marketing decisions and the direction of your marketing, whether they are problem, solution, or product aware. So if who you're actually solving for is still fuzzy, go back and do more research. All right, that's it for my first entrepreneurship building in public video. I hope you liked it. If you did and you want to see other entrepreneurs building in public, please like the video. YouTube will recommend you other videos like this. And if you want to see more from me specifically, please subscribe and follow me on Twitter. I have like 7 followers on Twitter, so happy to connect and just message you and talk to you. So thank you for watching. Peace.